My friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Let's talk about Crown Jewel. But let's backtrack because the first PLE on ESPN was WrestlePalooza, and it was terrible. It got rated a C by ESPN, and ESPN is the platform that hosted the PLE. So now, a month later, we have Crown Jewel, which is in Australia, and just right off the top, it was way better. It was way better than WrestlePalooza. Thanks to the last three matches of the night, they saved the show. John Cena, AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and the women's tag team match saved the show. And overall, I would give the show a B+, much better than the C rating. I would have given it a lower rating than a C. ESPN gave it a C. I thought WrestlePalooza was trash. Still watched it, still love wrestling, all those good things, but we can be objective about the fact that that PLE was not very good. Crown Jewel, on the other hand, very good. B+, with some matches really, really carrying the show. But even with that said, Crown Jewel started off pretty slowly. The Australian street fight was okay. I think it was not as violent and as vicious as it could have been, and also I think it was hindered by the fact that Aleister Black and Damian Priest had a really, really good last man standing match on SmackDown the night before, and Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns just didn't deliver, that vicious of a street fight. And really, it was just a no disqualification match. Business did pick up when Braun Breaker showed up, and eventually, like I thought they should, WWE pulled the trigger and had Bronson Reed pin Roman Reigns. There's only two people who have pinned Roman Reigns in the middle of the ring in the last decade, and that's Cody Rhodes and Bronson Reed. This puts Bronson Reed on another level. Yes, there was other people involved. Yes, there was the Usos involved. Yes, there was Braun Breaker involved. Yes, there was all these sorts of things, but it's still a win in the middle of the ring against the god of WWE, Roman Reigns. And that sets us up really nicely for what might happen in the future and for what happens at War Games and Survivor Series. And also, it does create a little tension between Roman Reigns and the Usos. Now, where is that going to go? We don't know. Are they going to feud? We don't know. Are they going to team at War Games? We don't know. But there is sort of that tension in the air because of what Roman Reigns said. I mean, after the match, he still says, I get it, I love you, but this can only work one way. I wanted to do this on my own. He couldn't do it on his own. They tried to interfere. They didn't want him doing it on his own. Now they're butting heads about who's the leader of the family. Is it Jey Uso? Is it Roman Reigns? Who's the tribal chief? What's happening moving forward? But all we know is that Bronson Reed has beaten Roman Reigns in the middle of the ring. Now, that match itself was okay. Like, not a match you're going to remember forever, but you are going to remember the fact that Bronson Reed pinned Roman Reigns in the middle of the ring. Then you go to the next match, which was by far the worst match of the night, Stephanie McCool and Tiffany Stratton. I believe this match was very, very, very short for one specific reason. Tiffany Stratton's just not very good. Tiffany Stratton is just not very good. Yes, she can do athletic maneuvers. Yes, she's very pretty. So that plays a part into the fact that she is a champion and people like her and she wears certain outfits and all these types of things. Yes, she can do cool flips and yes, she has a really pretty moonsault and all these types of things, but she's not very good and she's still not very experienced and she definitely cannot carry a match. We've seen that with Jade Cargill. We've seen that with Nia Jax, and Stephanie McCool is a great professional wrestler. So I don't really care about the match itself. I care about the fact that WWE is strapping the jetpacks to Stephanie McCool. She wins the vacant World Heavyweight Women's Championship against Io Sky, best women's wrestler in the world. Then she beats Tiffany Stratton at Crown Jewel. Now she is a Crown Jewel champion and the women's champion, and she just got on the main roster. WWE is strapping the jetpack to her. What she needs right now, right away though, is a really, really strong challenger to really up her game, to really set the standard for her championship reign. She won a Crown Jewel. Now she needs a legit challenger to really set the standard for her reign. But this was the worst match of the evening by far. Then we move on to John Cena versus AJ Styles, it was magnificent. This was like watching two indie wrestling stars just do all of their favorite WWE moves and it be executed perfectly. They also did not leave the ring, which is paying homage to their match in Royal Rumble. They paid homage to their favorite wrestlers, both AJ and John Cena, paying homage to the guys that helped them get where they are, and they executed the moves to perfection. It was well paced, it was well timed, it was well executed. It was a classic John Cena main event match, and instead of doing a bunch of different attitude adjustments where he did like 15 against Cody Rhodes, he just did 15 different moves. You saw a tombstone, you saw a chokeslam, you saw an RKO, you saw the DDT, you saw the Miz's skull-crushing finale, you saw all these sorts of things. AJ Styles ripped out some unbelievable moves, right? AJ Styles is one of the best to ever do it. Straight up. One of the best to ever do it. And when John Cena and AJ Styles walked through the curtain to go in the back, they got a standing ovation. And also AJ Styles had no idea that John Cena was going to do that intro for him. So all of those pieces together, this being John Cena's final year as a WWE superstar, next year being AJ Styles' last year as a WWE superstar, them having this last battle together when they had some amazing, amazing matches together. AJ Styles being one of the best in-ring performers of all time. John Cena being the GOAT. Them getting a standing ovation when they walk through the curtain, them paying homage to a bunch of their favorite performers and guys who lifted them up. You know, John Cena doing that intro for AJ Styles, total nonstop action, Bullet Club shoutouts, all of these great things, you know, mixed together created this absolute instant classic, which we are going to remember forever, and I think will go down as the best match of John Cena's retirement tour. I know he had a great one against Cody Rhodes, but there were some gimmicks involved. This is just a straight up match. Logan Paul had a really good match against John Cena, but this one was just a little bit better because AJ Styles is better than Logan Paul, obviously, and the other extra things that were happening. I think this will go down as John Cena's best match of his retirement tour. Then we have a fantastic women's tag team match. A fantastic women's tag team match. Everyone in that ring is a great professional wrestler. They put on a great match. Obviously, we give John Cena, AJ Styles 5 stars, A+. We give this women's tag team match like a B+, really good match, way better than the other women's match. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Asuka, Kairi Sane, just so good as professional wrestlers. All the other women on the roster should learn how to move and strike and kick and punch like them. There were little spots that were a little convoluted and a little slow, but overall the match was really sharp, and also like fucking really hard to follow a John Cena AJ Styles match, and those women did it because of Rhea Ripley being in her home, you know, country and all these types of things. They did a really good job bringing the crowd back out and keeping the crowd there and doing a really good job in a tag team match, and so that's why that gets a B+. And then we go to the main event of the night, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. Knowing the story involved, Seth Rollins has never beat Cody Rhodes. He gifted him this watch after he helped him, you know, finish the story. All of these things, you know, the whole vision is on the line. The faith of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman is on the line. If he loses, what's going to happen if he loses? So this match is all about Seth Rollins trying to do this on his own, because he wants to restore faith in the people that he has around him for this vision he has of the future. Now, I predicted Brock Lesnar was going to come out and be a surprise entrant and a surprise appearance to help Seth Rollins win, so he would join their group for War Games. That did not happen. What did happen is we, you know, use storytelling and the watch that Cody Rhodes gave Seth Rollins after he helped him finish the story as a thank you. He used that to cheap shot Cody Rhodes, then hits him with the stomp and the big stomp, and he wins 1, 2, 3. He finally gets the monkey off of his back. Seth Rollins beats Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring. I told you, you think that Seth Rollins was the guy for a while. He hasn't been the guy. Roman Reigns was the guy. Now, they're trying to make Seth Rollins the number one guy. Main eventing WrestleManias, main eventing Crown Jewels, having a group around him, being the guy, beating Cody Rhodes, all these types of things, being the number one guy, while Roman Reigns is still the god of WWE. His aura is out of this world, and he's going to be, you know, busy doing other stuff before he comes back to the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins is now that person also, so at the same time, we can elevate Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed into main event stars as well. That's why Paul Heyman is in that group. So this match could have main evented any WrestleMania. So could have John Cena and AJ Styles. Both of these matches could have main evented any WrestleMania. And you see Seth Rollins win 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring, get the monkey off of his back. Now the faith is restored in the vision. So what are we going to see moving forward as we inch closer to the November PLE of War Games in San Diego? But overall, I thought Crown Jewel was a fantastic PLE fantastic PLE. I give it a B, B+. The last 3 matches of the show were fantastic. I think John Cena versus AJ Styles was obviously the match of the night and the match of John Cena's whole retirement tour. But I'd love to know what you think, so drop some comments down below, then like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.